Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to Chronicles of a Crafter. So today I am working on my letter P index card Scrabble piece challenge, and again we are on the letter P. So these are my these are my Scrabble pieces, not index cards, but there's worth 3 points. Okay, so I have 3 of them, and I also have 3 index cards here. I have 2 large and 1 small or medium size index card, which measures 5 by 8. No, this one measures 4 by 6. These measure 5 by 8. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're working on today. We're going to complete one of our Scrabble piece challenges, and I just want you guys to know a couple of things. First of all, yes, it finally happened. This is the arm for my guillotine, and it broke. Okay, so I am now shy of 1 major cutting devices in my craft room. I went through some pretty thick paper and the arm just snapped right off. Luckily, I have a second guillotine, so yeah, I guess this is now garbage. So I'll just chuck that real quickly. And the other thing is, remember when I injured my finger? I jammed my finger, or actually I smashed it. Now it's turning colors. It's now a greenish purple color. And I get the feeling that this nail is going to completely fall off. So I'm a little gingerly with it. I don't want to injure it any more than I have to, but I feel like this entire nail is coming undone. So just know that I'm just being very careful with my motions today as I pick things up. I don't want this nail, it does hurt a little still, but you know, such is life, things will move on. So I have here on my desk tons of things that start with the letter P, and we're going to do some collaging. I brought out my Mod Podge today because I think I want to Mod Podge some of this dictionary paper, which I tea dyed, and some of this other random ephemera paper, as well as Austrian cream potato soup, it said right there, but I cut it. Yeah, so I'm just going to play with, oh, here's another potato soup. I'm just going to play with some things that start with the letter P to do these index cards, and I want to do 3 of them today. So I have my 3 Scrabble pieces right there. And I think I'm going to start with just one random large one. This one I inked, rounded the corners, and I inked this one with shabby shutters, I believe, just around the edges. These I inked with tea dye, I believe. Okay, so just to get started on this, I'm just going to pop on here with I'm going to try a different glue today. I'm using Craft Bond all-purpose glue. It's a wet glue, and I'm just going to apply, if it'll come out to play, make sure that it's open. Yeah, it's playing. Okay, I'm just going to apply some of this Craft Bond on here. These are some thicker pieces. This is actually cardstock that I'm going to add to this index card. So I'm just going to pop this on just about anywhere. Right there is plenty. And grab some of my dictionary paper, and this I will use my Avery glue stick for it. And just about anywhere I will place this dictionary paper. I might even lift this, seeing that it's wet glue. Lift this up and place it down right about there. I want the word pick to show from the dictionary paper. So there's that, and wherever didn't get glue before, I would just add it now. Okay, so there's that. I also have here, this was part of the playing card packaging. It's a little, I believe he's a king or a jester, or yeah, he's either the king or the jack. And based on his mustache, I would say he's the king. Just gonna pop it right there. Okay, so there's that. Let's see what else I'm gonna put on here. Let's put just put some random stuff down. And before I put on any of my heavy duty wooden laser cut pieces, I might Mod Podge this whole thing. Just to seal it all in. Okay, so that's looking pretty good so far. Here I will put the potato soup. I actually like potato soup. I don't know about you guys, but I like potato soup, especially when it's creamy and thick and like filled with potatoes, loaded potato soup. Oh, it sounds so good right now. Okay, so there's that. What else do I want to put on here? I think I'm gonna put on, I'll save this one for the next one. I'm gonna put on some of these bus tickets. This one says 11p. I'm guessing that's PM. I'm sure there are a roll of bus tickets somewhere that has A at the end right there. So that would be for an AM ticket, but a lot of these have P at the end. And I'm gonna just pop on here a random number. This says number 35. Who knows why? I'm just filling spaces at this point. So I'll just pop that down right in that corner right there. Okay, while this is drying, I am going to get started on my second index card. And again, wherever there isn't any glue, I just pop some in and seal it down. So I'm gonna let that dry for just a couple of minutes while I work on my second index card. I'm gonna do the smaller one. 4 by 6 is what this measures. And to start, I'm just gonna get some glue stick all over the center of the card and then just start layering things on top of that. I don't need all of this, so I'm just going to tear it and then ink the edge that I don't need. This is just some handwriting ephemera that I got in a package, probably from AliExpress or Amazon, somewhere like that. And I didn't even touch this in any ink. This is just what's left on that dauber. So just gonna pop this down right about here, somewhere centrally on the card, and grab some of this dictionary paper. And I did tea dye this. I don't know if I told you guys that, but yeah, I just tea dyed it not too long ago, probably a few minutes ago. So it's still a little tacky, a little wet. So right there, I will put my dictionary paper of all words beginning with P. Okay, so there's this. So yeah, I'm just gonna let this dry for a couple of minutes or so. Maybe I'll put a coupon on here. Has no rhyme or reason, but it's on my desk, so I'm using it. There. And for this one, I'm going to put, let's put this large letter P right here. And this one says pine cones right there. For this one, I'll bring this one back in and I will place my large letter P right there. These are just vinyl stickers that I've picked up along the way, probably at a dollar store or something. So yeah, I'm just incorporating them into the project. And then we'll move on to this another large index card. And again, I'm just going to start with glue all over the center here and just collage just about anything I want on here. Some more, oops, no, get up quickly. Some more dictionary paper. Okay, my actual playing card, I'm going to place it down here. Okay, And let's see, I have another bus ticket. Okay, and I think I'm all out of recipe paper, so I'm just going to pop some more dictionary paper down right over here on this side. Come on, get in position and down. Okay. And I'm not using Scotch Create because that is a totally permanent glue. I would not be able to lift half of this stuff up or fix any of the mistakes that I made so far had I been using Scotch Create. Just going to use some of this craft bond underneath this plain card because again it's a little bit thicker. So there's that. And trying to see if I have any more paper items that I want to include. Just some random numbers. Sure, why not? This is from the recipe book. And this is a very old recipe book. I actually picked this up in a town called Ajo, Arizona, which is right near the border between Arizona and Mexico. And the book is probably as old as the town. So I was very fortunate to find that book in my travels. So yeah, I'm using it up as much as I can. And I'm just going to pop on random numbers on each one of these cards. These numbers don't mean anything, but we can always pretend. Okay, and the number 6 or 9, I'm going to say it's a 9. Sure, why not? Okay. And that's going to go down there. So you're wondering, like, where else do you have any room to put anything? Let's decoupage it, Mod Podge it with some Mod Podge, and then we'll figure out where everything's going to go, like these wooden pieces. So I have some pumpkins that are laser cut pumpkins. I also have a laser cut penguin. Oh, here's a pumpkin that's paper, and it can be decoupaged on in a spot that has some glue. So I'm just going to put down some of this glue right here in this corner and pop on these pumpkins, and they can be decoupaged in place. So yeah, I'm just going to add some Mod Podge all over this card just to seal everything down. I haven't done this in a while. Like, I think one of my very first index card Scrabble piece challenges, I did some decoupaging or Mod Podging. I haven't done it since. So yeah, this is still fun to do for me. I hope you guys are participating in this challenge because it is kind of fun. Alright, set that aside, bring in the other one, and just decoupage or put a layer of Mod Podge on here. I think the very first one or maybe the second one that I did some, what is this called, like the stress texture or something to that nature. Maybe I did like some of Tim Holtz distress glue or whatever it's called. I think that's what I did, and I'll probably put that video like right up here just so you guys can see, or maybe I'll put the entire playlist right up here for you guys, like right in that, where is it, right that corner right there for you guys to see the entire playlist. I'm just going to continue adding Mod Podge on here, and then I'll let all of this dry, and then we will glue down our solid pieces like the laser cut items. Okay, give me 2 ticks. Okay guys, it's been more than 2 ticks because this stuff took forever to dry. I did add a couple more elements on here and pulled out a few more things that I thought would go great on these index cards. So here I have a little pyramid. It was a diamond, at one point, and I took my little craft knife here and scored it until it cut itself in half, and now I have two little pyramids that I can place onto these index cards. I want to wrap this up because my fingers are getting inky and gross, so let's just finish this off and put this together. So here I have my little penguin. I went ahead and inked a penguin and a mini popsicle stick with Salty Ocean. That was the blue of choice at the moment, so let's just put it together. All right, I do have some what are these? These are called rub-on transfers, right? So this is a little postcard, and it'll make a great little addition to this card right here, or maybe this card right here. I'm just gonna put it down and then do a little scratchy do and rub on transfer this to this this index card. These things are a little finicky. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. They're from the dollar store, but yeah, this one says postcard. This is a postage stamp, and I'm going to do the same thing onto this card. I'm just jumping around trying to get all of these completed probably around the same time, so that we can wrap this up. And yeah, I'm just going to scratch these onto the index cards as I go. So sometimes, like, you know, like you start scratching it off and then it doesn't really want to separate from the vellum, or this, what is this, cellophane or vellum that it's attached to. You just have to work with it until it releases. So I'm going to do a little bit over here and a little bit over here, and in the meantime I will go ahead and start putting on my laser cut die cut pieces. This is just a pumpkin. Okay, so there's that, and I'm just gonna pop this down here at the bottom of this card, and here is another one. I also have pumpkin seeds, like actual pumpkin seeds. That's these little things right here. I don't know how well they're gonna take to the process of being glued permanently to paper, but we're gonna give it a try. So these are just some little pumpkin seeds from Halloween. I gutted the pumpkin for my kids to carve, and I'm just gonna pop these down on here, see what happens. They are real, and they've been sitting on my kitchen counter in a plastic bag waiting to decide what I'm going to do with them, either roast them or put them in the compost. So yeah, there's a bag full of them out there, so they won't miss these little 5 or 6 guys that I pulled out. And I'm just going to pop them on here wherever I think a pumpkin seed should go. I also have these little pieces of pasta. These are in the shape of a pumpkin as well, and yeah, I'm gonna put them both on the same card so there's no question as to what the heck is that. This way you can see exactly what it is. It is a pumpkin pasta. Now I do want my pyramid on here, so I need to adjust that pumpkin pasta, and I will put the other one on the same card. Okay, right there. All right, pumpkin pasta it is. That's on there. Here's my penguin, and I think I was going to place him on this card over here, right along with the popsicle stick. So yeah, I'm just filling up these cards with just various things of things that start with the letter P, still leaving room for my actual Scrabble piece. And yeah, we're gonna wrap this up and move on. I'm gonna place it on this side. So yeah, that's all it is. Okay, That's gonna go right there. And now I'm going to glue down my pyramid. I'm gonna cover up most of that jack by placing the pyramid like right over it. Just so you know, like this is a playing card and it has nothing to do with the letter J. Okay, that's gonna live there, and then this guy is going to live on this side. And yeah, I hope you guys are partaking in this challenge. We are almost through the entire alphabet. We got about 10 letters to go. We're on letter 16, so that means we have about 8 letters to go. No, 10. We have 10 letters to go. And yeah, we're almost there. I'm going to take my little vinyl P, which I did not put on to any card yet, and just stick that down. And then I'm going to take my number 16 and put that over here because it is the 16th letter of the alphabet. Okay, and just stick that there. And let's see what else we've got. Okay, so we have our Scrabble piece. I'm going to pop it on to any one of these cards. That one will go there. Oh, I still have to remove my rub-on transfer. This one will go here, and this last one will go, let's put it down here next to the number 9 for whatever reason. I have these safety pins, which they were silver and I painted them black just with some spray paint. But I also have these little eyelets. So I want to place some eyelets in the project so that I can loop through these little peace signs. These are just some blown glass peace signs. I have 2 of them. They were to make earrings with, but I never got around to it, so I just put a little lobster claw clasp on there, and I will hook these through with some eyelets. So let me grab my little, I don't think I'll use my crocodile for this, with the 3/16 of an inch hole punch. I'm going to punch it close to the edge, right next to that letter P. And for this one, I'm going to do this. Of course, it's not big enough. So let me try this one. This is just a much larger hole punch. And I'm going to pop in my little eyelet right here. For some reason that worked. 3/16 did not work for the crocodile. And just give that a little squish. And then I will clasp on this guy right here, which is my little peace sign charm. So yeah, guys, I hope y'all are having a crafty day and are partaking in this index card Scrabble piece challenge. It really doesn't take much to do one of these, because yeah, it's just stuff that I had in my craft room, right? So yeah, just if you guys are partaking, just let me know by tagging me in your project at ChroniclesofaCrafter, either on Instagram or Pinterest even. Sometimes I need to find time actually to get in there and check on my Pinterest. But this is going to go on this project one way or the other. There we go. Okay. Oof. That took a bit, and it still didn't go. I think my lobster clasps are just too small, because I have the eyelet right at the edge. Okay, there it is. Alright, so there's that one. Let me put one over here. I'm going to use a green eyelet, and I think I'll place this one over here. Oh, that might be a little too far away from the edge. We shall see. Okay. Let's see if this works. I know the last one was difficult, so this one might be even more difficult because my eyelet is just a little bit further in from the edge. This is taking all kinds of muscle to do. I don't know why it's so difficult, but yeah, this is just not the right way to go about this, but we'll see. All right, if it doesn't want to go, guys, I can easily abandon ship. Like, that's how committed I am to these peace signs. It's the lobster claw. I think they're just too small. So I'm going to abandon that one for the moment and figure that out down the road. I'll place another one over here to even up the tobacco of having an eyelet in the middle of my project, and just add another eyelet right there and squash it with my crocodile. So there, that's almost equal distance across the edges. And I can place my safety pins in there to tie the whole thing together, and place that one in here. Okay. So yeah, I just took these out back and spray painted them black, and now I have a couple of safety pins dangling from this index card. On this one, I will also do the same. I'll pop a little eyelet right up here and one over here, just pseudo centrally off the edge of the project, and grab another eyelet in a similar color to the ink that I used around the edges, which was T-dye, Tim Holtz distress ink in T-dye. Maybe it was distress oxide. Nope, it was an ink. See, distress ink in T-dye. Okay, and squish that. All right, I think we basically got everything on here that we wanted to place onto these cards, right? So this P doesn't want to stay down, so let me just pop it up and add some glue to it. I'll use Scotch Create. That's what happens when your stickers stay in a pile for a while. You know, it's part of your stash. It just permanently becomes part of your stash and doesn't want to be used in a project, and then the stickiness of it goes away. So all right, I think I got everything on here that I wanted. It's a bit busy, but I love it. Popsicles, peace signs, pyramids, pumpkins, pumpkin seeds, and a penguin. It's all on here. Everything's on here. Same for this one. I have pine cone, pumpkin seeds. Oh, here's my postage stamp, which I never removed. Voila. Okay. Yeah, everything's on here, as well as on this one. And here is my postcard, which I never removed. Let me use a little bit of a pokey. Okay, and ta-da! Alright guys, I'm going to leave you right here. I hope you guys have a super crafty day. Go do something wonderful. It's a simple little thing that you guys can just pull out of your stash and do something with. Just an index card and some Scrabble pieces, and participate in the index card Scrabble piece challenge. Alright guys, stay naturally curious. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Check out my links down below, and share these videos with your friends and family, and I will definitely talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.